how are you? My name is Irene Tracy and I am Ireland's first Smovey coach and PD warrior. I have been working with Smovey, which are these Austrian handmade exercise and wellness tools, for just 2 years now, and I have worked with hundreds of people who have Parkinson's to improve their quality of life. So these Smovies were invented by an Austrian tennis player called Salzhans, and only through his own improvement were they made into these commercial products that they have today. So these are exercise and wellness tools that have so many benefits for everybody, not just people with Parkinson's, but especially for people with Parkinson's. So I've worked with so many people that have improved their mobility, improved their circulation, improved their coordination, improved their balance, help with stress and anxiety, help with constipation issues, and so much more. So this is a 7-day challenge that we are doing, and which is starting for beginners. So if you have never used Smovey before, you're welcome to the right place. Okay, so we're going to start now in a few minutes, and we're just going to do 15 minutes of exercise, nice, light, easy exercise, and then we will build up the resistance and build it up a little bit more each day. So what you want to do is use these for 15 minutes every day. People all over the world, so I have clients in over 20 different countries around the world, and when I'm explaining all the benefits of Smovies, so many people say, okay, so what's the catch? It can't be all that good. If there is a catch, the catch is that you really have to use it for 15 minutes every day. So if you feel you can't commit the time, or you don't have the willpower, the determination to do it for 15 minutes every day, I would advise not getting them. But if you do have it, 100% they would be the best investment you ever make. Now, if you can't do 15 minutes at one time, which is very possible, you can start off with 5 minutes and build it up. Same if you can't do 5 minutes, start with 2 minutes and build it up. So go with your own strength and your own flexibility and work it from there. I had a client in Waterford who's been working with Smovey now for 5 weeks. She rang me the other day and she said, yeah, she's getting on well, and you know, she said, yeah, they were good. I'm not sure if I noticed any huge improvements, but I find they're good. So I just said to her, okay, and are you definitely using them every day? Oh, Irene, she said, I'm definitely using them every day for 25 minutes. What do you mean 25 minutes? Do you remember when I was in your house 5 weeks ago? You could only do 10 minutes, and now she's up to 25 minutes within 5 weeks. So that just goes to show. So that improves her strength without any shadow of a doubt. Her strength, her resistance, and that helps your immune system. So I'll go into how it helps your immune system in a minute. So for her, she hadn't even realised the difference. And then when she said it, it was like, oh, come to think of it. Now I actually notice my balance is better, I can definitely turn around in the bed easier, and my rotation is better. So it's only through, because she was doing it consistently, she didn't actually realise it herself. So be prepared for small changes, but they add up over time. Okay, so how these work is there's 4 steel balls inside here. And they're steel balls, not magnetic balls. So if you do have DBS or a pacemaker, they're still absolutely fine, no worries with that. And the 4 steel balls here, when you swing it, so can you hear that? Okay, so when you swing that, those 4 balls, they activate the reflex zones, which are in the palm of your hands. The vibrations then travel up your arm, into your spine, and into your brain. It actually connects to your brain. Also, because the body is made up of over 70% water, the vibrations travel down through your body, all the way down. You can feel it go down to your toes, which is quite outstanding. And the effect it has is so positive on the body. So if you can visualize, if somebody flicks a pebble in a pond, you know, the ripple effect that comes on there, that's the same with the vibrations come down through your body. So it has a really pleasing effect to the body. Okay, so we're going to work through different exercise and movement patterns, and then you can also use the Smovey as a massage tool. So over 90% of people with Parkinson's would suffer from constipation because the levodopa or the cinema is dissolved in the gut as opposed to the bloodstream, and that creates then constipation. So by massaging our tummy here, it literally unblocks you. It's quite extraordinary how immediate that effect is. And this doesn't just work, you know, for people with Parkinson's. I have clients who are from older people down to kids who have had balance and digestive issues, and the Smovey has helped sort it all out. So that's absolutely fantastic. Also through massage with the body here, through your solar plexus, we'll be doing this at the end, that helps reduce anxiety and stress. So you're bringing your body from a fight or flight to a rest and repair. And when our body is in fight or flight, it can't repair, it can't rest itself. It's like your body needs sleep as well to repair. So what we're doing is we're bringing our body from a sympathetic state to a parasympathetic state, from a fight or flight to a rest and repair. And having the vibrations go through our body is really calming and has a lovely positive effect with that. Okay, so I'll explain more as I go along, and we're just going to today start the very basic core 4 exercises. So we're going to do 15 minutes of exercise starting now. Okay, so you want to stand with good steady stance with your feet shoulder width apart, so shoulder width feet, and then knees bent ever so slightly. Excuse me. Hold the Smovies here with the thumb on the green of the ring, and when you're swinging it, you want to swing it come from your elbow. So you really want to get a swing from your elbow and your shoulder, sorry, and your elbow, slight bend in your elbow. So you want the Smovies to go like this, okay? So you don't want to go like that with them at the start because you're just doing a warm-up. So you want the vibrations slowly to go up through your body, up through activate your reflex zones in your hand. The vibrations will travel up your arm, into your spine and into your brain, and also then pass down through the rest of your body. So you want to have it nice, so like any exercise, we'll do a warm-up, okay? So with this, so you don't want to go like that, you want to go, you feel that, and this is also at 60 hertz. So 60 hertz is the frequency that our body has optimum level to repair itself. So if you Google frequency therapy and vibration therapy, you'll learn a lot more about that, but it's that optimum level to repair ourselves. Okay, so we'll start now. And so if you want to just do a little warm up with your shoulders first. If you can't stand, you can do these sitting down as well, but it is easier if you can stand. Okay, so just bring your right shoulder back 5 times. 1 more, and your left shoulder 5 times. One more, and bring it forward 5 times. 2 together. And 1 more. Okay, so now we're going to Smovey. Okay, so don't have any television or radio or news or anything on in the background. You want to really focus on these exercises. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much during the exercises because I want you to focus on them, but we're going to do approximately 2.5 minutes of each exercise, of 4 exercises, and then we'll do a little massage at the end. Okay, so just nice and easy. So try and keep a beat with me. Keep them nice and straight, don't have them going off different sides, so keep them nice and straight. So if you notice, my right hand here on top is on top, and then it change over to go underneath. Okay, so we're just crossing over here. So if you can hear that rhythm. Okay, so what we're doing now, even though it's so easy, it's so beneficial, by crossing our arms over like this, we are using the left-hand side and the right-hand side of our brain simultaneously, and that helps with our balance and coordination. So doing this repetitively, it's increasing our neuroplasticity. By doing the same movements over and over, it's getting different channels into our brain, and this will help with balance and coordination. Something so easy, so effective, fantastic. Okay, because this is only day 1 of a 7-day challenge, we're doing it nice and easy. Okay, if you're feeling a little bit tired, you can slow it down. But once you continue to do this, your strength will increase and you'll be able to increase your range of motion, which will increase your flexibility. See? Go off like that. But because we're only starting now, we're just going to do it nice and easy. Smoothies weigh a pound weight each, but they go up to 4.5 pounds each with the centrifugal force. So if you increase the height of them, see now they're above my shoulders, that is quite heavy now. So for any men out there who feel they're a bit light, you can't really do that. You can feel the pressure on your shoulder here and reduce it then, reduce the height to reduce the weight. But again, when you build up and you're more used to the Smovey and it increases your strength, it will absolutely increase your core strength. You can work on that. But for the moment, we're just going to keep it pretty weightless, and it's the technique that we're looking to perfect at this time. 2, 1. I'm going to change direction then. So put your arms out, swing your arms. So you don't want them banging off the end of it, just a nice, clear, straight swing. So keep that beat. If you're feeling a bit tired, you can bring it down. Okay, but if you can't get it to your shoulder height, above your shoulder height, that would be perfect. It's quite hypnotic and very, very soothing, this sound. So again, no music or any background distractions or noise. You just want to keep this. Straight in front of you. So we want the 2 smoothies going in the same direction at the same time. Now it's fine for the balls to knock off the ends of it at this stage because the vibrations will be going through your tongue, oh that's my tummy, the vibrations will be going all down through your body now because you haven't gone consistently. Okay, so this is excellent for anyone who would suffer from sore shoulders. Okay, so we keep stressing our shoulders, and also an excellent warm-up for golf, if we have any golfers out there. Okay, so any of my clients that would want smoothies from me, they would automatically have gotten a few links to explain how Smovey helps people with Parkinson's and different testimonies. But if you didn't get your smoothies from me, but you would like to have this information, just send me an email or a private message and I'll be glad to send that information to you. Okay, so again, when you get to more strength and better coordination, you go higher with this. However, you're just going to work on it nice and easy. But if you're tired at this stage, you can bring them down as well. So go with what your own body is telling you. If you're feeling really tired now and really sore, just bring it down. You shouldn't get to it that you feel sore. You know, so don't push through. I've heard so many people say, oh, no pain, no gain, and you know, just work through the pain, not in this situation. If your body is telling you no, go with no, okay? Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, very good. So that's the core 4. And just come back now. Okay, so that's the basic core 4 exercises we do, and at the end of that session then we do 2 little massaging sessions. So what we're doing here now is for anyone who suffers with constipation, you're going to love this exercise, and for anyone who suffers with anxiety or depression, this will really help you as well. Okay, so what we're doing here now is we're going to activate and stimulate the vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve is the body's longest nerve, and it's also called the wandering nerve on the second brain. So it starts in your brain, works all the way down the back of the neck, goes all the way down into your tummy, into your gut, and it's also called say the second brain, goes into your gut, so from your brain into your gut. It's also called the wandering nerve because it wanders into your heart, your liver, your lungs, your spleen. So the vibrations, by you doing this to your tummy, the vibrations will travel all the way back up and into your brain. So you know the feeling, you know the phrase, you have a gut feeling, because that comes from your gut. So all your solar plexus are here. So when you get that kind of gut feeling, it's sending messages from your tummy back up into your brain. So what we're doing here, just by placing the Smovies like this, no pressure, just lower one closer to here, going side to side. You hear that? So you have to hear that sound. If it's going too fast, see? No balls there, but okay, so what is happening here? It's quite remarkable. This is, like, people get blown away by this all the time. I get blown away by this all the time. It's so fascinating. So by doing this here, you're literally unclogging your digestive system. You're reducing inflammation in that area. So what you're doing is you're bringing your body from a sympathetic state to a parasympathetic state. So from fight or flight to arrest and repair. So if your body is all anxious and nervous, and if it's in fight or flight, it's not going to be able to repair itself. So by doing this, we're sending signals up to our brain to say, it's okay, I'm safe, I'm harmless. It's nice, it's a nice feeling. It's like massaging your insides. So I'm having this vibration here, by massaging your tummy here, nice and easy, no pressure. It's sending those calming signals all the way back up into our brain. Isn't that just fascinating? I've had so many people with Parkinson's, without Parkinson's, regular people, children even, spot the no mother, child people, children who've had bowel issues, and by doing this, they've had bowel issues all their life, and by having this gentle, soothing vibrations, it has brought their bowels back normal, thank God. So just nice and easy. Okay, so This is really good as well for period pains, and you know, if after a meal you're just stuffed to the brim. So after your Christmas dinner, stuffed to the brim, this would be ideal. Okay, and the last one then we're going to do, it's a minute of mindfulness. So an awful lot of people these days suffer from stress and anxiety, and by just doing this here, doing this movement, so can you hear this? You have to hear the balls to know it's working. So if you close your eyes, you get the rhythm. Close your eyes and just focus on the vibration, nothing else, just the vibration, the sound of the vibration. So thoughts or stresses or different things, a doctor's appointment or whatever will come in, but just send it all back out, just acknowledge it, let it go, and just focus on the sound. Take nice deep breaths in through your nose and also out through your nose. Okay, so that's it. You've just completed the first stage of Core 4. Okay, so this is day 1. Tomorrow we're going to do more movement, then we'll get a little bit harder as we go along each day. But the most important thing is that you remain consistent and you try it. So if you felt, you know, halfway through this first one, you had to stop, that's absolutely fine. You can work and build up your consistency. So tomorrow, for example, if you had to stop halfway through, tomorrow we'll be doing 4 exercises again. So only do the first bit of the exercise, then stop, join in the next one, do half, then stop, join in for the third one, then stop, and then join in for the fourth one. Okay, so just do a little bit as you go along. Okay, and we'll be building it up over the 7 days, and we'll be doing some fantastic exercises focusing on balance and coordination and hand-to-eye coordination, and it'll be really, really good. I hope you really enjoyed that, and if anybody has any questions or would like me to focus on something in particular, or if you have any suggestions at all, please don't be afraid to send me a message. And if you'd like any of the links, as I say, if any of my clients would have these already, but if anyone else would like some extra information with fantastic links on it, please just send me a message and I'm happy to send those. Okay everybody, thank you very much, and see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock.